Welcome to our channel. This is for 10th class mathematics, how to improve maths. Welcome to our channel. This is 10th class mathematics. Okay, we have so many videos I did already. So about 10th class mathematics. In this mathematics, very important topics. Once we have to explain. Here we have in SSC board examinations, we have 14 chapters, paper 1 and paper 2. 1 to 7 paper 1 and 8 to 14 paper 2. In this 1 to 7, 7th chapter is coordinate geometry. In that coordinate geometry, father of coordinate geometry is Rene Descartes. It is very important chapter, and here we have only 4 exercises. Exercise 7.1 and 7.1 to 7.4. Here small concepts about 7.4, that is only slope. Okay, here we have 7 to 8 formulas in this chapter that related to coordinate geometry, and further level means in the next academic year continue to the intermediate will get that different additional formulas will get. Okay, in year 10th class we have only few questions, few formulas like distance of the line segment. Means if they are given endpoints of line segment, find the distance between 2 points. Distance between any 2 points, how to find, that we discussed in exercise 7.1. So that is very easy formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The endpoints of line segment A x1 y1, B is x2 y2 they are given. Then the distance between 2 points is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. If that 2 points any one is origin, means 0, 0, then square root x square plus y square from origin to any point. After that, in that second exercise, we will go through that second exercise. Before that, the point on x-axis and the point on y-axis. If the point on x-axis is x, 0, y coordinate is 0. The point on y-axis 0, y means x coordinate is 0 on y-axis. Here x-axis and y-axis, take any 2 points. What is the distance between them? Same, square root x square plus y square, like from origin to any point, same formula as from point on x-axis to point on y-axis. After that, we have to discuss about the section formula. Section formula is very important topic here. Section means divide. A line segment is there. In that line segment, the point, the end points are there. A x1 y1, B is x2 y2. Somewhere a point P is there. P coordinates are x, y. P which divide the line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. Then the formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, m1 by 2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This is called section formula. In that section formula, first suppose the midpoint, first suppose P is exactly midpoint of the coordinates. That line segment AB, midpoint, first suppose P, means the divide into equal ratio, like m1 is to m2 is equal to 1 is to 1. Then P is called exact midpoint. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So exact middle. So that is midpoint. Okay, with the help of section formula, we will discuss about in this 7.2 exercise. Very important topic is the points of trisection. Tri means 3 equal parts. Like if AB is the line segment end points, take middle points P, Q. P is 1 point, Q is 1 point. P, Q which divide the line segment into 3 equal parts. That is AP is equal to PQ is equal to QP. That PQ divide the line segment into 3 equal parts. Like that is P divide in the ratio 1 is to 2. Q is divide in the ratio 2 is to 1. So M1 is to M2, you can take 1 is to 2, you will get Px, y. If you will take Q is 2 is to 1, Q will get. With the help of section formula, points of trisection. Not only that, not only 3 points. First midpoint means 2 parts. Trisection means 3 parts. 4 equal parts. Need 3 points middle of the line segment AB. Like A, B, middle P, Q, R. P divide 1 is to 3. Q divide 2 is to 2. R divide 3 is to 1. That is the 3 points which divide the line segment into 4 equal parts. Not only that, sometimes midpoint formula, with the using midpoint formula, circle and center of the circle. Center of the circle, it is the midpoint of diameter. Midpoint of diameter in that line segment means it's nothing but diameter. 2 points, diameter end points are lie on the circle. Exact midpoint is center. If you want center of the circle, midpoint formula we can use. Okay, not only that, next here parallelogram, properties of parallelogram. Properties of parallelogram, diagonals are bisects each other. Diagonals are bisects each other means, for suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. AC is one diagonal, BD is another diagonal. AC midpoint and BD midpoint both are equal. That is called bisects each other. Bisects means we know that two equal parts. In the two diagonals where they are intersecting, that point is the midpoint of the two diagonals. If you show AC midpoint and BD midpoint both are equal to show, then it is called parallelogram. So with the help of midpoint formula we will do that. Next, after that, very important concept is centroid. Already we know in lower classes you have to explain point of concurrence of medians. In a triangle we have 3 medians. Point of concurrence of medians is called centroid. So that point we can find through the formula A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C is x3 y3. Vertices of triangle, then we can find centroid. We know that centroid divides each median in the ratio 2:1. So with the help of section formula and midpoint formula, centroid is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. That is centroid. Okay, next in this chapter 7.3, that is area of triangle. It is very important concept. Area of triangle. Area of triangle formula of modulus x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. In that area of triangle, for suppose getting 0, the 3 points are collinear. Without collinear means non-collinear points form a triangle. Collinear means lie on the same line. That time area of the triangle getting 0. Okay sir, for suppose quadrilateral, how we can find the area of quadrilateral? Simple. In a quadrilateral, just diagonal you can take, that divide separates the quadrilateral into 2 triangles. So area of one triangle, area of one triangle, that 2 add, you will get area of quadrilateral. Same formula of area of triangle, but 2 times you will do. One diagonal divide the quadrilateral into 2 triangles. So area of triangle, both you should add. Okay, so that is area of quadrilateral. And final concept, slope. Slope of the line segment AB. A x1 y1, B x2 y2. Now slope y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Simple formula. Slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The ratio of difference of y coordinates and difference of x coordinates on the line or line segment. You will get slope. For suppose sometimes they should give inclination. How to find the slope? Inclination means angle. That angle is theta. Now slope m is equal to tan theta. So this is called coordinate geometry in 10th class level. Okay, in that first exercise, show that square, show that rectangle, show that equilateral triangle with the help of distance formula. With the help of distance formula, we have to show equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and right angle triangle. That all we need the properties. For suppose square, all sides lengths are equal, diagonal lengths are equal. That is called square. For suppose rectangle, opposite sides are equal, diagonals are equal. Opposite sides are equal, diagonals for suppose not equal, that is parallelogram. All sides are equal, diagonals are equal, that is square. If the diagonals are not equal, that is called rhombus. Equilateral triangle, 3 sides lengths are equal. Isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal. Right angle triangle, when right angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem, remember, hypotenuse square equal to side square plus side square. This is coordinate geometry. Please support to this channel and subscribe your channel. Maximum try to see my videos. If you are any comments, for suppose sir you can something improve yourself, means you can just suggest me. I will maximum improve myself and try to understand this maximum concepts for 10th class oriented channel and mathematics. Thank you.